It is another beautiful Friday morning here in Nigeria. You're welcome to Dawn on Vostv. It's a pleasure to have you join us today. My name is Benahi Onofe, and as usual, I'm with the beautiful Naomi Jato. Good morning.
Good morning, Benahi. Good morning, guys. Thank God it's Friday.
Yeah.
And welcome to the show.
How you doing?
I'm okay, Benahi. You look
Hello.
at the shining light.
That's a nice way to put it, and you're all traditional. I love the whole combination.
Well, what can I say? We go traditional most Fridays.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're looking beautiful in general.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so today we'll be talking about, in view of the 2023 presidential race, a notable figure in person of Pastor Tunde Bakare, serving overseer of the Citadel Global Community Church, on Thursday purchased the 100 million naira nomination and expression of interest form. Of course, this has been met with a lot of reactions, maybe controversies in regards to the notable pastor.
Yeah.
And because he's a spiritual leader, obviously charismatic and all, and he purchasing the nomination form has just urged Nigerians to wonder why a lot of aspirants are tilting to the APC side. And mind you, this purchase of the form was done in the APC. Yes, so he belongs to the ruling party as it stands. So while a lot of persons just trying to vie for this presidential position?
Well, I think it's a question of why. And this why is questioning the intention behind the action of going forward to show interest. And this is alarming because it's not just them. It's not just people massively vying for the position of president, but a particular party is getting a large percentage of the aspirations. Now, when we look at this objectively, one, we understand that Bakare is a religious leader.
Yes.
And aside that, in the past, I don't know, he hasn't actually held a noticeable position in politics.
Human rights activist
Yes,
and all
yes.
that.
I'm talking about, at least
Yes.
for most of them that we know that are
be
coming
like
out.
maybe governor
Former
or
governor.
deputy or
Yes, somebody that has been in the hierarchy, somebody who's gone for, let's say, House of Assembly, House of Rep. You know, we see such
like
persons.
climbing that ladder.
Yes,
the
climbing
political
the
race.
ladder. But then this person is just, this particular pastor now just came and went directly for presidential. Now, this brings the concern of intent.
This is not the first time he has said something like that. In fact, I think in 2019,
Yes.
he said President Buhari is the 15th president, and he is going to be the 16th president. So at that time, he was so sure that he is going to win the 2023 presidential election.
That was in 2019, not
so
even
sure.
2020.
And it was met with a lot of thunderous amen from his members. In fact, I need you guys to see the video so it will look like we are just talking and there's a fact to collaborate our claims. So watch the video.
Take it to the mountaintop. If you have never heard it before, I'm saying it to you this morning. In the scheme of things, as far as politics of Nigeria is concerned, President Muhammadu Buhari is number 15, and yours sincerely, I'm number 16. I've never said that to you before. I never said that to you before. I make it plain this morning. I let you know it this morning. Nothing can change it. In the name of Jesus, he is number 15. I am number 60. To this end was I born, and for this purpose came I into the world. I prepared you for this for more than 30 years. That's why if he wants to run in 2019, I do not oppose. He's still number 15. It's when he steps out that I step in. His assignment is that of Moses to take Nigeria to River Jordan, but they can't cross it. It would take a Joshua to go to the other side and begin to distribute resources to the people of this nation.
You just saw the video.
It was a hilarious one. Well, I wouldn't expect them to say God forbid.
No. The thing
So
is,
the amen was thunderous.
this is where it's questionable. We have a lot of religious persons or religious leaders saying that God, using the name, and the name God, or not the title, the efficacy and all, is so many persons revere such the name, and that it should not just be used casually. And yes, you might have your own political ambition. We have ambitions, but it should not just be used anyhow, because many persons look up to you, not just you, look up to your position and what you represent.
Yes,
so
they believe in you, so they will believe in what you say.
Exactly. So yes, you may try to believe, or you may try to let me know it's a lot of try. You are trying to reinforce your belief that that position is for you. But you don't have to drag a lot of persons in that process to deem it feel like it's a prophecy and all. Yes, I feel that contesting is not enough. In the past, he tried contesting for the position of the vice president. Yeah. Apparently, it did not work out. And prior to this time, we said that he did not really climb that political ladder.
No, he didn't.
So my own question is, because persons are like, yes, spiritual leaders, religious leaders, it's high time they took what is rightfully theirs, like high positions and all. Yeah. But you think that spiritual leaders, religious leaders should actively take a part or a position in politics?
Well, in regards to politics, first thing we should understand is that it's totally different from ministry. Now, a politician is a politician. Now, except that religious leader is a politician, he or she should not go into politics. You can be there as a spiritual advisor. That is still you doing your part, but not exactly going into it. See, the funny thing is that we've made politics to be so dirty in our country, Nigeria, that people see it as a bad thing. Now, if you go into politics, you have joined bad gang. You understand? So that is why people are being surprised, because religious leaders are stepping up. If the religious leader is a politics, look at me, I'm a presenter, right? If I am an active politician, I am a politician that is active in my political party, why won't I run? I can run. But if I am a presenter that just criticizes politics and say, no, something should be done different, I have to go there and do it differently, guess what? If I do run and I do win, it's going to be a woeful failure. Because I'm not a politician. Yes, and I don't understand how politics works. See, the world of politics is entirely different from what it seems from outside. It's a knowledge you must acquire, is an understanding that you must know, is an experience you must gather. See, we know some people that attempt bad leader, but believe me, they are good politicians. They are excellent politicians. And that is why when you see them as bad persons and that you see that they will not, oh, this person cannot win, oh, this person is bad. Guess what? Because they are good politicians, even if they are bad people, they will still win. They will still do excellently well.
Because there are more things that meet the eye.
Yes.
Yes, as a politician, you know how to like maneuver. There are dynamics to politics.
Exactly.
It's not just straightforward.
It's another world entirely. And now, Bakare's own is so loud because he's a general overseer.
Well, you know, the vice president, Yemi Osibanjo, Professor Yemi Osibanjo, is a pastor in the Redeemed Christian Church of God. So
but don't forget that when Buhari came out, oh, I love politics. This is it. They had to get something. People were saying, as at then,
they wanted the favor of the
masses. Thank you. People were saying, oh, Buhari is a Muslim, he's from the north, they want to they want to turn everyone in Nigeria. So, there were lots of propagandas then. And the only thing that that party could do to win the favor, to win that side of the country, was to get not just a Christian that is a Yoruba man, and a Christian that is a pastor in a very noticeable church, a very big church. Now, what else do you have to
strike
contest?
a balance.
And that was one of the trump card they had. That was one of the winning card that Buhari had to win the election. If not, they would still play the religious card and he would probably not have won.
So it's just a should I say Game of Thrones?
It's just politics.
It's politics. So if you know what to do to get what you want, you have to do what you can do to get.
And don't forget, Professor Yemi Osibanjo was a pastor. He is still a pastor in RCCG, but he is not the general overseer.
And let's not forget that it's not just Pastor Tunde Bakare's his interest that is surprising.
Yeah.
Just recently, he had Comrade Adams Oshomole.
I saw the declaration of interest manifesto, sort of, and all I could see from there was a comrade that is a politician, declaring interest with so much passion. You had to what? Did you see the declaration of interest?
I feel he's using that as a medium to bounce back. You can bear with me or agree with me that months back he has regressed in his active role in politics due to some party clashes and some things that he really did not do.
Now, he said something during his, declaration of interest manifesto. He said that when he was, I don't want to use the word dethroned, when he was told to leave his seat as national chairman of the APC, he left without complaining. Why? Because he feels that simply because he was part of those that founded APC doesn't mean that APC was founded for him to become chairman. So he left, and that it is his passion to serve his country that made him come back.
So are we now trying to say that passion is the only motive or the only reason there is to ruling Nigeria?
No, this is a lovely question. It's such a beautiful question, because somebody had asked him the same question, and he said that part of the reason why he came out was because there were people who believed in him and told him that they feel that this is what the country needs.
Don't
so it
you
wasn't
believe
just
in
him.
me? Can't I rule this country?
I
look woman enough to rule Nigeria?
You look woman
I
enough.
need more people to believe in me.
Exactly.
Because I'm passionate about this country. I am speaking. So I need more persons. I need you guys to gather enough funds.
However, this is where we ask you, how many connections do you have in the political
we're talking
world?
about passion. We're talking about being passionate and people believing. See, it goes as far to believe, because right now, not just in the APC, yes, it's the ruling party. A lot of attention have not been put on the other dominant party, which is PDP. And let's not talk about SDP and what have you. But APC, we have 16, so many persons buying this, and I don't want to see. I want to believe that it's not a money-making scheme where persons know that they will not win this race.
It's obvious that a lot of persons are not going.
But they just want to invest so that in future positions or in solidifying their footing in APC, they will be considered more seriously. Because I don't understand why.
I love that. That could be a major intention behind it. Don't forget that we were taught in one seminar like that part of the reason why some people become governorship aspirants is because they want to get their name out there, and then they want to put in their portfolio former aspirant. So that could also be an intent.
So the question is that people are okay, I've seen this person in this political space. And this is not the House of Reps membership and all those things. You just see people trooping. And mind you, the APC's primaries is meant to be May 30 this month.
It's going to be really epic.
And there are rumors that APC is trying to get the INEC to postpone their primary so that they can get more investors. I feel more
investors. Just see that tomorrow Ms. Ben-Ahi is declaring interest.
I don't think we have 100 million naira. Oh
yes, some of the politicians claimed that they do not have that 100 million, but people who believe in them will make the funding available.
And one of the ex-presidents, that I really, really respect, in person of Olusegun Obasanjo, he said that these persons that bought this APC nomination from a huge sum of 100 million naira ought to be probed. Really. they ought to be probed. We have Amechi, we have other persons, not just...
we have Adamu.
Exactly.
Where did you get it?
We have Ingige that said, see, the thing is, ASU is still on strike.
Sure.
We have different students from different universities. Just yesterday was the day 2 protest, and many students from the University of Benin came out and Ring Road to protest. We had different pressmen, everybody that covered that movement and all. And Ingige and the rest of them are still trying to pursue their political ambitions. And somebody even said, are you sure these students will not just be forgotten till 2023? Because it's like attention has not really been put or placed, or priorities have not really been... Do you understand what I'm saying?
Everybody's talking about 2023 presidential election. Nobody, like, ASU strike is no longer trending. It's as if they, let's not forget, these people, their schools are not.
They will see that, but it's wrong. We should not, there are some things that should not warrant protest in a country, in terms of education, in terms of health care services, in terms of basic amenities.
Those are basic. Every citizen is supposed to enjoy that. Yet, this is where we find ourselves.
This is Nigeria. This is where we live in. But this is not meant to be normalized.
Yes.
As persons in notable positions are meant to look into... In fact, it is a national interest. Many persons need to take this up, because students need to go back to their classrooms. And it's not just going back to their classroom. Let us to be answered. The state of the Nigerian university is nothing to write home about. Then the courses, most of them right now are obsolete, but yet they are still being, students are being offered courses into such departments. We have JUPEP. Somebody told me that JUPEP, Joint Universities and Preliminary Examination Board, persons that graduated last year are yet to be given admission this year, and then persons currently in this session that will graduate maybe August will not be given admission till...
Those ones have been given admission. It happened before, where we had a particular jam set still at home, and another set where writing jam. Why those other ones have not been given admission?
Like, where are we going to in this country? Is it just getting the money and nothing will really be done?
It's disheartening.
It's really disheartening, because we can talk about this issue, we can talk about this for as long as there is, but we have to round up. What I will really say is that, in as much as many Nigerians have this political apathy because they don't feel or think that there's anything that will be good that will come out of this country, I'll still urge you to get your PVC. I'll still urge you to screen these candidates, to screen these aspirants. Just because they are charismatic, just because they are popular, do not mean that
they will deliver.
Exactly, they will deliver or be a good leader. So ensure that you read them, you study about them, you see what they have to offer. If it's don't do a background check, do it, and do not be swayed with stomach infrastructures that will come on board very soon.
It's going to be massive this year, believe me.
Exactly, I'll give you 5K, vote for me, I'll give you a bag of rice. All these things are temporal stuff, because they will finish, they will get exhausted, and you will be left to suffer for the next 4 to 8 years. And most likely in penury. So I advise you to get your PVC. I advise you to ensure that you are not bought.
Yes.
Your votes are not bought.
And for me, I still feel that there is no fire without smoke, right? So all I can say is this, that I am certain that there is something in APC that is not out yet.
An ulterior motive.
There is definitely something. I know that there is something. That's why so many people are buying the tickets, even though they know.
So we should look out for their trump cards.
Yes, we are.
This time.
Yes, we are looking out. Believe me, we are watching out, and that is how much we can take on the show this morning. Thank you so much for staying. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you also, Ben Aidi.
Of course.
Yes, it was lovely. So guys, if you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly click the subscribe button. Up there is the notification button. Turn it on so you can get notified every time our content, our videos come up. Don't forget that we do this show every Monday to Friday, so you can always tune in to your YouTube channel and watch us. Also join us on all our social media platforms. We are on Instagram at VOSTV Niger, on Facebook at VOSTV Niger. Thank you so much for staying with us. And I am Benahi. Get your PVC. It's your right.
Exactly.
Bye-bye.
Have a lovely weekend.